One thing I hate is that they always give the black person the question on Black Lives Matter. Like, why? And then if they don't give it to a black person, then they just, or if they don't have a black moderator, it just won't come up. C-SPAN did that tonight. CNN does it every time. Every debate that we saw, the question either didn't come up at all, or it was brought up by a black person, and it was only brought up for a few seconds. So they asked Ajuma about Black Lives Matter, and he gave the answer on it. Jill Stein spoke a little bit about it, but Ajuma really spoke about it from the over militarization of the police forces. 1033, the Pentagon giving local municipalities and cities access to military weapons, military grade weapons and transportation units. And that inevitably leads to a hyper militarization, which overwhelmingly decimates black communities first, but then spills over to other communities. So instead of just addressing it from the systemic oppression factor, which is true, I did like that Baraka brought up the fact that this is the result. This is the fruit of having an hyper militarized police agency that's an extension of a federal program that's meant to get rid of the excesses of military weapons and vehicles. And so that does address an issue, right? That does hit it at that's one of the core things, because this is what you see in anytime there are protesters. You see not only just something just came to mind, and I'll address it in a second, but you see the use of the excitement that these militarized police forces have. They have the toys, and so they want to use it. And see, that's why you have a major crackdown on small protests. So I appreciate that he came from that point. Today it was released that Baltimore actually has been using facial recognition software in conjunction with Instagram in order to identify Baltimore protesters who have warrants. And this has been used as a means. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't laugh, but it's so absurd I can't help but to laugh. This has been used as a means to suppress protest, right? This is another extension of the hyper militarization of the police in terms of their tactics. But this is Big Brother. Like, this is the quintessential definition of Big Brother, when they are using your social media posts to identify you in the state. Like, this is what people are afraid of. This is what people have been afraid that the government will be able to do. And Baltimore said, hell, we'll just lead the way, right? We're going to use facial recognition software to identify which protesters have warrants, and then we're going to arrest them, subsequently undermining protests in general and instilling fear into the protesters. So this is the behavior and the pattern and the trend of our police forces, and it does stem from the hyper militarized government in the first place, but then the excesses of that being spilt over to our local and state municipalities, where you have, Officer John, used to be Officer John, now he's Officer John Wayne, just, his SWAT team.